Welcome to Orlando, Florida. A couple of teams hoping to finish their season in magical fashion by taking home a victory in the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. Kickoff team on the field ready to start this postseason classic. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Golden Gophers offense will get the first crack at it here. Here he comes, and obviously a defense is always going to... quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. Which squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
Setting up the screen. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. The give to the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun. I think that's important for team building, is having fun at your location, doing the different things together to start to build that unity that will make a big difference in the future.
Yeah, there's a saying in college football that your freshman year, when you get to bowl season, you're no longer a freshman. A lot of players grow up. You get the extra practices mentally, and from a confidence standpoint, you turn the page. I can remember back to my true freshman year, we were getting ready to play Penn State. We had a lot of NFL talent in my freshman class, and everybody just seemed to grow a foot taller. They were playing with a different intensity level that really paid off for us the next year.
Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know, as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got a cannon.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Golden Gophers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. To the air. It's Lindsey. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
Well, you know, this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game on the right side.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So LSU's offense will go to work for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
They'll go to the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves to change for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season and throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse.
Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And the Golden Gophers are threatening in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The give and the run on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Hand off from the shotgun. On the move at the 30. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Right back to the well. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quick.
On the move, it's Durham. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late, blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. On to a attempt to try. Splits those uprights right in half. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4.
Set to kick it away. Returner goes out of bounds.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Got a man in the middle. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Finds the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on 2nd down. They'll try the run. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Tackled after picking up the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Fighting for the goal line, and the ball's out. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back.
Now, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure. After he makes the catch, that's a costly giveaway.
Leaves it with the running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tackle is made after the first down. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, a running game.
Don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
Leaves it with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Big 3rd down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on 3rd down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him. He can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
He's going to let one go back to the middle. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, LSU! And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. They're working that left side. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Golden Gophers getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Frost. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. They'll immediately call timeout. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to move it through the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. The Golden Gophers will boot it away to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And they got it done in the first half, but the job... He lobs one high down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And once he got loose, it was all over. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Pressure coming. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Golden Gophers are in the hurry-up. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Fires to the big fella. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Running it back, it's Dennis. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Running back goes in motion. They'll throw it on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Tiger. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting. Had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep plowing it on until they find an answer. And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Powers forward. Touchdown LSU! And the route is on.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here. It's out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intention. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Takes the handoff. It's Frost. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide in these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the...
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota!
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. From the gun, the running back has it. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you some...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting...
Snap to the up man. It's a fake. He's not even going to come close to the first down, and they'll turn it over. Short fields make successful offenses. Just what they want here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. They'll run play action. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Leach. Tackled immediately after the catch. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. And the Golden Gophers line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Snags it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. To the air, it's Lindsey. Looking to the end zone. And that pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Found a little space. He'll pick up 6 of the 14 as they have room to operate. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Give to the running back. Nifty little dance step. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down.
Man, this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
They're going to ride this running back.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds. Cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defense.
Off he goes. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing.
Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Caught in the backfield, it's Frost. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Golden Gophers are flying down the field. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Makes the grab on the left. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. He wants to throw. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown. Window dressing here at the end of the game.
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000. But I like that they continue to fight.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. First down here for the offense. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. At the 45, on its way. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Getting to the end zone. Nice run.
No chance to return. That one a booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet and not...
And the pass hits, picked off. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Leaves it with the back. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. So many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish. here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug